Hi guys, I hope your preparation is going well, and today we'll be discussing the Quant sectional 1. Okay, let's begin. Here it is given the amounts invested by XYZ per month in a bank, and then the modifications they have done in their investment. Okay, let's write it down. So how much did X invested? So X ka we have 3000 rupees. See, what we need to do and at the end of the question is respective ratio of their investment at the end of 2018. So X started with 3000 in on 1st Jan, and on 1st April he increased by 30%. That means he invested rupees 3000 for first 3 months, and then 3000 into 1.3 for the rest 9 months. Now for Y, similarly, we have 4000, and on 1 May, Y decreased his monthly investment by 25%. So for initial 4 months, he invested 4000. Then he went from 4000 to 0.75, decreasing 25% for rest 8 months. And for Z, we can see on here it started with 5000 per month, and on 1st October he increased by 1000. So that means till September he invested like for 9 months, and then he invested 6000 rupees for the rest of the 3 months. So let's just calculate the total amount and we'll get the ratios. So this is 9000 plus 1.3 into 9 into 3000. So let's see what we get. Okay, so this will be around, I think, 35,100 plus 9,000. So this is 44,100. This has to be 41,000, 0.75 into 8. So this is 41,000. And this is 45,000 plus 18,000. So this will be 63. So just taking the ratio, we'll get for the ratio we'll cut the zeros. So this is 441, 410, ratio 630. So now this was a medium level question. Like if you initially understand the question, it's very easy to solve, just a 1-minute question. So let's go to next question now. Okay, so in this question, in second question, it's mentioned that xy is less than 0. That means x and y have opposite signs, and we need to find the integral solutions. So this is a kind of question where you will need to make cases. So this, I think you should come back in like second or third round, and you should not attempt it in the very beginning. So but still, since we are discussing, I'll share the approach with you. We'll not go on for solving the entire question. So here we can write this as 120 plus y by 4. This can be written as x equals to 30 plus y by 4. So for having integral solution, y has to be definitely an integer, and x and y need to have opposite signs. So for example, if you take x, let's start with y. If we take y as positive, then x will be definitely positive. Okay, so 30 plus adding something positive. So this is not possible since it's not satisfying this condition. If we take y as negative, then x will be positive until a point that y by 4 is like less than 30. Okay, so that means y is sorry, I made a mistake. 30 is greater than y by 4. That means y is less than 120 in negative terms. Okay, till then x will be positive. For example, if y is 1 minus 124, so at that case x is equals to 30 minus 124 by 4. So this will be a negative solution, which is not possible. X and y negative both. This is not possible. So I think y will be up to minus 116 till, and it will start from y negative. That means minus 4 to minus 116. for y. These many solutions you'll have and all have to be multiples of 4. So I think you'll get 29 from this. Just check it once. Okay, so let's see next question what it is. It's mentioned profit on selling 10 pencils is equal to selling price of 3 pens and loss of selling 10 pens is equal to selling price of 4 pencils. Okay, so this is just simple, profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. So let's just assume selling price of pen, cost price of pen, selling price of pencil and cost price of pencil, and write all the equations. So firstly it's mentioned profit on selling 10 pencils. So that means SP minus this pencil minus CP of pencil, this into 10 is equals to 3 times selling price of pens, and loss on selling 10 pens, like that means selling price of pen is like it's lesser than the cost price of pen. So that means 10 into CP pen minus SP pen is equal to S4 into SP pencil. Okay, and another one says cost of pencil is half, or we can say this is equals to CP pen. So let's just simplify this. You'll get so I think I'll replace CP of pen with CP of pencil so that it's easy for me. With the two equations I can eliminate. Also I need to find the selling price of pencil, ratio of selling price of pencil to that of a pen. So 10 selling price of pencil I am assuming it to be A and pen I am assuming it to be B for the simplicity. So 10 SPA minus 10 CPA is equals to 3 SPB, and this so CP pen can be written as 2 CP pencil, so that will be 20 CPA minus 10 SPA SPB is equals to 4 SPA. So I'll just multiply this equation with 2 so that I can eliminate CP of pencil. So when you multiply that by 2 you get 20 SPA minus 20 CPA is equals to 6 SPB, and this is 20 CPA minus 10 SPB is equals to 4 SPA. So just adding these two equations you can cancel this out and you'll get 20 minus 4, that will be 16 SPA is equal to 16 SPB. So that means the selling price is the same for both of them, so that will be 1:1. Got it? This was just easy question, you could have solved it in 2 minutes. You just have to form the equations and simplify this. So I think this is okay. Let's move on. Okay, so in this question we need to find the orders of A, B and C. Now if you know p to the power 4 minus q to the power 4, this is p square plus q square into p square minus q square. So see, this just involves calculation. You can do it and come back in second round. It's not necessary to do it in first round, okay, if you want to target like all the easier questions first. So I'll just show you the approach and you can simplify it down so that we can move forward to the next question, okay. And I think if you are at 95 or 97 level percentile and if you still don't do this question, that's fine. But if you are targeting 99 or 99% plus, then you should definitely do this question. So I'll show you how we can simplify. 150 square into 152 square minus 150 square. So just simplify this again. A square minus b square, what it is, a plus b into a minus b. So this will be 2 into a plus b, that will be 302. when you write b, it will be 151 square plus 149 square, and this will be 151 square minus 149 square. This is 2 into 300, and if I write c, it is going to be 153 square plus 151 square into 153 square minus 151 square. Sorry, this will be 2 into 304. Now you can easily see that these two numbers are bigger than this one, and a is greater than b, and 304 is obviously greater than this two, so it's very easy to establish c greater than a greater than b. Okay, so this is the one. So this was simple. Let's move on. For this question, it's mentioned PQRS is a cyclic trapezium. So this is PQ, and PQ is the diameter of a circle. So assuming it to be the center, pardon my drawing please, and okay, so this is PQ and RS is parallel. So this is the one, and angle QPS. So that means this angle, this is 40 degrees, and this is the diameter. So you easily know that like when a diameter forms an angle on the circumference, it is 90 degree. And when you see this triangle QPS, you have 90, 40, so this will be 50. And in a cyclic trapezium, the sum of opposite angles, that is 180. So sum of angle PQS plus angle PRS, that is 180 degrees. So if this is 50, so this is 130. Okay, I hope that's simple. This was very simple, you should have done it. For this question, we need to calculate the number of positive integers up to 1000 divisible by either of them, but not both. So both, that means the number has to be divisible by 35, right? Since both are prime numbers. Now I'll calculate the number of integers which are divisible by 5 up to 1000. So let's see, we can easily divide 1000 by 5, so that is 200. Now if we divide by 7, so I know that will not be a like integer, so we can take the whole number of that, so that will be 142 point something. You can skip that, we need the numbers divisible. And by 35, it has to be 1000 by 35, that means 28. So we'll just add on 200 plus 142 minus 28. So this will give you, I think, somewhere around 314. Okay, so this was simple question. So here it's mentioned if the interest compounded annually on a certain sum, let's assume it P, and certain rate of interest as R for 2 years is equal to 40% of simple interest on the same amount. So okay, let's just write it down. So compounded annually for 2 years, so that means P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power 2 minus P is equals to 40%, that means 0.4 of simple interest. So P into R into thrice the time period. So initially it was 2 years for this, and if we do it thrice, so that will be 6 into 100, and we need to find R. So we can cancel this out of the equation. We get this as 1 plus R square by 100 square minus 2R by 100 minus 1 is equals to 2.4R by 100. Yes, you can cancel R square minus. So I'll just cancel this 100 also. So R square by 100 minus 2R gives you 2.4R. That means r square by 100 is equals to 0.4 r. R is 40%. Okay, so this was very simple. You could have formed the equation and could have solved it in like 1.5 minutes. So I think even if you are targeting 95, 97 or whatever percentile, this question is very easily doable. This question, it asks 5 bar 1 chocolates and 17 munchies together cost more than 310. 17 bar. See, now this question you'll have to form these cases on what can be the cost so that both of them are integers, and then identify what can be the maximum product cost of 1 bar 1 and 1 munchie. Okay, so I think I'll skip this question for now because you'll need time for this, and I think let's go with the easier questions first. So A and B are two solid spheres and surface area of B is 800% more. So solid sphere surface area is 4 pi r square, and let's assume radius to be A and B. And see, surface area of B is 800% more. So if surface area of A, let's assume if it's 100%, so this will be 900%. That means the ratio is 9:1. So 4 pi B square by 4 pi A square, that is 9 by 1. And that means B by A is 3 by 1. Now volume of A is how much lesser than volume of B? So volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So the ratio of volumes will be 27:1, that is B cube by A cube. Now we need to identify volume of A is how much lesser. So how much lesser is B cube minus A cube by B cube? That gives you 26 by 27. And when you calculate the percentage, I think you'll get it somewhere around 96%. Okay, so just simple. It's very simple. Just do this calculation and you'll get it. Okay, so here we have been given that he buys 5 kg apples and 7 kg mangoes for 200 rupees. And okay, so let's assume apples, the cost price is X, mangoes it's Y. So 5x plus 7y, this is 200 rupees. Next day he sold some apples at 25% profit and some mangoes at 15% profit. So let this sum is A, apples is A and mangoes is B. So he sold them at 25% profit and mangoes at 15%. And the total profit he earned is 21. So the cost price for this will be AX plus BY. This is 21. So this gives you 0.25 AX plus 0.15 BY is equals to 21. Now the next equation we have is remaining apples. So remaining apples will be 5 minus A, and those are sold at 25% profit only, plus this will be 7 minus B into 1.15 Y, and the profit is 18.5. So this will be minus of 5 minus AX plus 7 minus BY. So the profit is 0.25x plus 7 minus B into 0.15y, and this is equals to 18.5 in kg of either fruit. And okay, so this mentions quantity of either fruit sold by him on any day was integral. So see, you have these two equations and two unknowns. I think you can easily solve it down. Just Just remove this decimals and you'll be very easy for you to solve down. So I'll skip this for now so that we can cover up more questions. So just solve this, and I think this is a moderate level question. Don't go for it in the first go. Go for it in the second one, and I think this should be solvable. Okay, so for this question you are given that Ashok needs to travel from one bank to the other. Width of the river is given and speed for both Ashok and river is given. And it's mentioned that Ashok has to reach in minimum time. So assume this is a river. This is 500 meters. Ashok starts here. And since it has to, he has to reach in minimum time, he'll travel perpendicularly. Okay, that's right. So how much time it will take is 500 divided by 2 meter per second. This gives you 250 seconds. Right? Now in 250 seconds what will happen is, this is the direction of river current, which is 3 meter per second. So in 250 seconds, Ashok will automatically travel here with the river. So how much he'll travel is 250 into 3 meters per second. That gives you 750 meter, right? Now this is his end point. So what is the distance between his start point and end point? So this is simple Pythagoras theorem. I think if you solve this, you will get, just take out the common multiples and I think you should get 250 root 13. Okay, this is simple. So for this question now, I think a jeweler mixes pure and impure gold, and okay, first jewelry sets contain 65% pure gold. So 65 by 100 pure gold. So I can write this down as 1320. Okay, this is pure gold proportion. Now in the second jewelry, the proportion of pure and impure is 17 is to 3. Now proportion of pure gold in the jewelry will be 17 by 17 plus 3. So this will be 17 by 20 pure gold. And what he desires is, after mixing, the new jewelry should have 4 times pure as much as impure. So pure to impure ratio is 4 by 4 is to 1. So as proportion of the jewelry, pure has to be 4 by 5, or I can write it down as 16 by 20. Now I have 13 by 20, I have 17 by 20, and I need to mix down this both. So I think you might have learned this in average mixtures and alligations. You just subtract this. Okay, so this is 1 by 20 and this is 3 by 20. So this is the ratio you need, okay, for first and second jewelry. So that means 1 is to 3. Okay, this was simple. You need to know the basics of average mixtures and alligations. Okay, so smallest 4-digit number divisible by 3 and 37 but leaves remainder of 1 when divided by 11. Now for this question, see, if you are very comfortable with it, then go for it. Else I think you should attempt it in the second round or maybe later. I'll share the approach with you here. So smallest number divisible by 3 and 37, so that has to be the multiple, that will be divisible by 111. Okay, so basically the number must be divisible by 111 and also should be 11. For example, 11, let's assume x plus 1. Now the first solution you can easily see when, let's take it as a is 1 and x is 10. So this will give you 111 is equals to 11 into 10 plus 1. But this is not a 4-digit number, so just going forward to the next solution, I think you should add 11 in this, and the coefficient of a in this to get the next solution. This is 121, this is 12. So just try this down. 111 into 12 is equals to 11 into 121 plus 1. So I think this should satisfy. This will give you 1332 and this will be 1331 plus 1. So yes, this satisfies. So the smallest 4-digit number is 1332. Okay. So in this question, the weight limit is 530 kg and the heaviest weight and lightest weights are given, and we need to maximize the possible number of people. So for maximizing the possible number of people, let's take the lighter weights people and include 147 kg people at least. Okay, so if we take all the people to be 43, like let's subtract 47 first and let's take the remaining weight, because we need at least one person who is 47 kgs. So that will give you 530 minus 50, that is 480. So this is 483 divided by 43. So I think when you divide it, 430, yeah, this will be 11 point something. Okay, so maximum number of people who can accommodate, like that will be an integer, will be 11 people of 43 kgs and one person of 47. Okay, so that is 12. This was very simple question. Let's start with this. So this we need to simplify. Log x square, this is 4x, is equal to 0.8010. Now this can be written as log x square 4 plus log x square x is equal to 0.8010. Here I can write this as x square 2 square plus half log x. This is 0.8010. Now this will be 1. This will be 1. So this whole will become 0.5. And this can be written as 2 by 2 log x of 2. And taking this 0.5 to this side, this will be 0.8010 minus 0.5. So this can be cut down. This is log x2. This gives you 0.3010. And it's already given here that log 10 2 is 0.3010. So x has to be 10, definitely 10. So this was very simple. You just had to solve this. Okay, it's done. So for this question, it has been mentioned that Anjali has a pencil which is p centimeter long and she draws two intersecting circles of radius 15 and 20, and the distance between the centers of these two circles is 25 centimeter. Okay, let's draw. So this radius and this is 25, and so this is 15 centimeter circle and this is 20 centimeter circle, and this is a perpendicular. Now it's mentioned that pencil exactly fits between the point of intersection. So that means the pencil is this AB, this chord. Okay, and if this is the P, this will be AB will be twice of AB. You know this, right? This is the perpendicular. Now what we can do here is, see, we can compare the area of the triangle. This will give you 2 into AP into, half into AP into 25. Okay, so from here you will get AP as 12 centimeters. Okay, that means AB is 12 into 2 is equals to 24. So this is the length of the pencil, or I should say P here. Okay, So this was like, if you can imagine the geometry, this should be very easy to solve. It was not very difficult. It's just that you should know this basic geometry concepts, okay? And you should understand the language of the question. Alright, let's move to next question. So this is given fx is equals to 1 plus 1 by x. This is okay. So this seems to be a typical question, so maybe you can skip it down, or maybe you can come back to it later. Okay, so I'll just skip this for now because I think we should focus on easier and simple questions. So this is f of fx. That means you'll have to f of x plus 1, and in place of x you write 1 plus x to the power minus 1 to the power minus 1, and just keep on simplifying this. So this might eat up a lot of your time, so right now we are not doing it, and you might as well skip. Okay, so let's just move to the next question for now. Okay, so for this question, it's given that there is a tank and we need to fill it in 10 hours, but it takes 20 hours due to the leakage. So let's take the LCM of this two. Let's assume that we need to fill 200 units. Okay, now pipe can fill 200 units in 10 hours. That means in each hour it can fill 20 units. Okay, but because of the leakage, it takes 20 hours to fill. That means every hour it can fill only 10 units. Okay, that means when you subtract this, you'll understand that 10 units are leaked. So now we need to identify how much time does the leak takes to empty the tank if it is full initially. So we don't have a pipe, assume, and then we need to identify how much time leak will take to empty the tank. So it's leaking 10 units per hour. So in total it will take 200 by 20. That is equals to 20 hours. Okay. Is this simple? This was very simple. Okay, you just need to identify this. Like I'm taking this LCM approach because it's very simple to deal with simple numbers rather than taking the fractions and taking 1 by 10 and 1 by 20. Okay, so just assume easy numbers so that you can get done. You can take your calculation and increase your speed with that. Okay. Okay, for this question we need to find the number of solutions, and A, B, C, D, A and F are prime numbers. So 3150, let's see how it can be broken down. 2 into, this can be written as I think 1675, sorry 1575, and this let me divide it by 5. 3 ones are, and you'll have 3155 into 63, or 3 into 7 into 3. So this is 2 into 3 square into 5 square into 7. But these are 6 numbers and all of them are prime numbers. So it can be represented as 2 into 3 into 3 by 5 into 5 into 7. Now how you can find the number of the solutions to this is, so see, A can be taken out of these, like 2 can be taken out of these. For A, B, C, D, E and F it can take 6, E1, like 2 can go to any variable A or B or C or D, E, F and whatever. Similarly 3 can be given to, out of the remaining 5 it can be given to 2, any 2. Similarly for the 5, and for 7 it will be 1C1. So this will be 6 factorial divided by 1 factorial, 5 factorial into 5 factorial, 2 factorial, 3 factorial into 3 factorial, 2 factorial, 1 factorial. So just cancel this down. I think you should be left with 6 factorial by 2 factorial, 2 factorial. So and from here you can just cancel this down. You can write this 2 square, like 2 into 3. So you'll get 2 square, 3 square, 5. Okay. Sorry. This is none of these. No one is the option. Okay. So this was also a simple question. Like it can take a while, and maybe you can attempt it in the second round, but you should definitely attempt this. And I think these are the basics of PNC which all of you should know. Okay, we need to find the real roots of px square plus q mod x plus r equals to 0. So see, in this question, when you write this down, you'll understand p, q, r all are positive real numbers. It is given. Now your x square is definitely going to be positive, and your mod x, this is also definitely going to be positive. So when you talk about individual terms, this is positive, and this is also positive. So this is never going to happen that sum of 3 positive real numbers is like 0. Okay, so the number of real roots, that is 0. So you just need to use basic common sense. Don't get into the trap that this might be a typical equation. Just use your common sense and you should be done with this. For this question, we have two sequences S1 and S2, and they have identical lengths and identical common difference equal to 1. A and B are their first terms, and if A and B are consecutive integers, that means A is equals to B plus minus 1. Now we need to find the difference between the average. So if they both have n terms and the common difference is same, then the average will also be equal to b minus a. Okay. Now average this difference, this can be equal to plus 1 or minus 1 as we discussed here. Okay. Since they both have same number of terms and the common difference is same, so this is the one. Okay, I think you should get this. Why I am assuming the difference, like let's assume AM BM, so BM minus AM, if you will solve this, this will be like B plus, the average term would be, for example, emit term, so B plus M minus 1D minus A plus M minus 1D, and since both of these are same, this should be equal to B minus A. That's why I have taken it. Okay, let's move forward. So for this we are given three vertices of a triangle ABC, and we need to find the equation of perpendicular bisector to BC from A. So this is the one. Now for this, see, A ka equation this is 10, 12, B is 7, 8, and C is 14, 9. Now this is perpendicular bisector, so we can find the midpoint. So that will be 21 by 2, 8 plus 9, 17 by 2. Now the bisector, perpendicular bisector, it will pass from A as well as this midpoint M. So we have these 2 points, so equation of line from 2 points can be easily given. Y minus 10 equals to 17 by, sorry, y minus 12, 17 by 2 minus 12 minus 10 into x minus 10. So this will be minus 7 by 2 divided by 1 by 2. So I think this should be simple. This gives you y plus 7x equals to 82. Okay, this was simple. Okay, so I think that's it. This was the last question. I hope you get this, and let me know if there are any more questions. So that's it for the day, and we just skipped 2-3 questions, and I think with this you can get to beyond 99.5 percentile very easily. Okay, so all the best everyone. That's it for the day.